Welcome back everybody to a cloudy day here in Montreal. So it's the 25th of May, which isn't that long till the end of the month. So I was thinking that I wanted to do a big run today from near the University of Montreal to Lafontaine Park, which is in the plateau of Montreal. It's at least 11 kilometers. Nice tree there, wow. It's gonna be tough. It's pretty humid here. It's kind of wet in the air. I feel like this might be a tougher run than the 9 or 10 kilometer run the other day. Oh, nice tree there again. Because that run was through the mountain, which is nice and you're kind of in nature, whereas this one's going to be mostly through the street. So it's also going to be hard to show you guys some cool stuff, but I'm sure I can manage it. So I'm going waterless. Obviously with the COVID-19 pandemic, all the water fountains are closed. So you can map it yourself. L'Université de Montréal Metro to Lafontaine Park. So we got a nice black squirrel here eating like a full flower or something like that. Now he's going, he's running. All right, so now we're on Rue Côte Sainte Catherine, the street I'm gonna take for quite a while, just straight down here. It goes all the way to Rue Montréal. Oh, so not a good sign here. Actually got a little hole right here in this terrible sneaker. A pebble just punctured through. Not the end of the world. Things decay in stages and not all at once, eh? I know I just crossed through a red light. I can't be helped. Another thing I should mention, which is kind of tragic, is that the entire way to the park is downhill, and on the way back it's all uphill, which is going to be a problem. Yeah. Thought I'd just show you some cool architecture here. So this is the school Vincent. Incredibly beautiful. Clearly there's that ancient Greek kind of aesthetic to it, but it's probably not that accurate. If you're religious, Montreal is really the best place to be because there's like an axis mundi on every street. This like meeting point with heaven, if you choose to look at it like that, but if not, it's just some beautiful architecture that might as well check out anyways. Trying to scout out this squirrel here, but he's going up big time. Huh. Oh yeah.
You do YouTube or what?
Yeah, I'm basically just starting out, but I'm just like trying to go on these challenges, just push myself to do some cool stuff. Like I decided to run from like Université de Montréal sort of to Lafontaine Park.
That's far.
So it's like 11K or something, so I'm just trying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to send it.
Yeah, that's like great exercise, man.
Yeah. So as I was searching for that squirrel, this guy came up to me and we ended up just talking for like nearly an hour, maybe 40 minutes or so, about the natural world. He was big into beetles and trees and all sorts of things. So I feel kind of disoriented here with this run because it's like nearly 8 at night, so it's getting a bit dark. Like I still got to run probably like 9K or something like that. I don't know the name of this church, but it's a really nice one. Let's keep going. All right, so I left Côte Sainte Catherine here and I'm going down Laurier instead of Mount Royal. I just felt like the route was a little bit nicer. This is the first evening that really feels like a Montreal summer night, you know? So you see not too many people out today. A little bit strange because Montreal is notoriously bad for following any quarantine laws or recommendations. But I guess that's a good thing today. Got these streets to myself tonight. So here's a quick view of some street art or graffiti or murals or whatever you want to say. You know, cup half empty, half full kind of deal. Nothing too special, but it's quite interesting, kind of like a surrealist art piece on the walls here in Montreal, and I think it adds a lot of character to the city. Although a lot of murals and stuff are covered up, but I wouldn't say all of them, and there's some really incredible ones that have persisted. Weird coping mechanism I have is when I'm going by a couple people in the street, sometimes I'll just hold my breath. I don't know if that holds any scientific validity, but that's not stopping me. 30-second detour. Another nice church here. I like those angels up there. It seems like a largely different architectural style than the last one, but just as beautiful, if not more. I don't even know who the figure is up there. Is that Jesus? Is a child? Who knows? Hope you enjoyed that. Let's keep going. All right, so we're passing Laurier Metro here. So for about 10 minutes there I was feeling dreadfully exhausted, but now I feel like I got my second wind going a little bit. Orthodox church here. Small one, nothing too fancy. Why not? Is that Greek? That guy's doing some sick tricks down there. He's just going for it. Oh, he's still going. He's at it. He's gonna do a kickflip. So now we're coming up on Rue de la Roche. You can rate my French skills there in the description if you'd like. Can't roll my R's here. Brébeuf. Brébeuf. Really questioning what I got myself into here. Nice patio. Kitty cat. Yeah, a cute cat. I guess some things just can't be helped. Just want to say thanks again for tuning in here. So I'm kind of predicting that some people might take some offense to the title, Running for COVID-19. You may be thinking that it was a economic and social advantage because, you know, people are searching COVID-19 a lot. And you're absolutely right. It is definitely a slightly misleading title, but for all you skeptics out there, if I said running in COVID-19, I'd have a slightly reduced level of pretension, but it's too late for that. So take it or leave it. Oh, you got a cat. Oh, that was a cute cat. Nice. I kind of scared it away, but such is life. If the owner of that cat is watching this, you should make your cat more welcoming. I'm just kidding. All right, so we're finally here at Rue Rochelle. So I think we're about 5 minutes away from the park here. Oh wait, and a spoiler alert, I don't think the fountain's in operation. So you can just leave this video now if that's what you're here for. Another beautiful church. I want to say this one's Gothic. You know, apart from Marduk, Jesus might be my favorite religious figure. So I may have made a fatal error. I might be going in the totally wrong direction right now. But I'm gonna ask somebody. Excuse me guys, is Lafontaine Park, is it that way? Yeah. Okay. I was just going the wrong direction for like 2 kilometers. Have a good one, boys.
Not as far as that, right?
Okay. Just straight up, yeah? At least I know what I did wrong. Alright, so I think I can say with about, 90% accuracy that I found the right place. It's kind of embarrassing. I've been here like 20 times, I'd say. I think all this running might have loosened my neurotransmitters or something. People having some good times in these summer nights, so I can't blame them, even though one is definitely tempted to and has reason to because of the virus, but you can't blame them. You guys see that? I think that was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. Just some guy bending down to smell the flowers. I think more people should smell flowers, just taking those little moments in life. My piano teacher actually lives a couple blocks from here, and I'm thinking maybe I'll stop in there and ask if I can get a glass of water from him and just for the road, then run back. So you can see a little glimpse of a sunset here next to the Bibliothèque de la Ville de Montréal, the Montreal library, I guess, and beautiful architecture once again. All right, so unfortunately he didn't answer, so it looks like we're gonna have to go with no water. And I don't think that's the end of the world. Definitely a bit depleted. Nothing that a little running can't help. Actually, no, it could make it worse, but and also I'm at 7% here on this GoPro. Wow, dusk is beautiful here. So I actually find this view very funny because the cross and then that giant cell tower next to each other seem completely incongruent, or like polarities. And the cross is like what you could become if you accepted your suffering and transcended it. And that tower reminds me heavily of the Eye of Sauron, which is something like the opposite. Oh, here we are. So I'm literally on my last legs here. I just got up to the top of Côte St. Catherine where it turns up to Edouard-Montpetit. And since the last check-in, I haven't even stopped to take a breath. And it was fascinating because along the way at one point, I was just really giving in, like I was finished. And then suddenly some energy sort of rose up from the brain stem, the reptilian mind, whatever place it came from. And it all right, I'm back from the run and I'm absolutely fried. So as I was starting to give that motivational speech at that church, the camera died, unfortunately. I just have to say that was probably, if not definitely, the most difficult exercise I've ever done. And there's a point when I sort of reached a plateau of fatigue where I just was in this delirious state where I just kept going. And it was quite a good experience because we're really capable of doing a lot of crazy things. Not that you always want to do these things, but sometimes it's good to push the limits and see what you're capable of doing. And I was just thinking because, you know, people who I ran by probably saw me and was like, there's just another guy with a GoPro and just doing dumb, silly videos, you know? And it's absolutely true. But I was just thinking about the outcomes of things like this when you really decide to commit to something and do it. For example, because of this channel, I just went down to that park and met that guy who was into beetles and trees, and he said he might be down to collaborate on a video and go on some trips or some other adventures or something like that. And that only happened because I decided to push myself to do something that's kind of arbitrary and random, and you may say it's meaningless, but running 12 kilometers, no matter what the cause is, no matter why you're doing it, it's going to push you to your limit a little bit, especially if you don't run, and probably make you a little bit stronger. So I'll sleep well tonight. If you guys are thinking about doing something ambitious and just seeing what you're capable of, and you don't really have a good list of reasons why, I would say to go for it, because even if you try and you fail, something cool will come out of it, and you don't know where that's going to take you. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.